Now, fresh satellite images reveal new construction at China's secret nuclear sites deep inside Sichuan's mountains.
Bunkers, ventilation towers and suspected warhead facilities are raising fresh questions about Beijing's nuclear push and what this means for global security. We get you more details in this report.
In southwest China, in the misty mountain valleys of Sichuan province, new satellite imagery is spotting something Beijing does not like talking about in public. Expansion at long secret facilities tied to nuclear weapons work. The locations being watched closely include two valleys known as Zitong and Pintong. Both show recent upgrades and layers of security. Start with Zitong. Satellite images show engineers building new bunkers and reinforced ramparts inside the valley. A newly built complex appears packed with piping associated with handling hazardous material. Experts also point to an oval area inside the site. Some specialists believe Zitong is used for high explosives testing. That is the kind of work needed to fine-tune the explosive lenses that compress nuclear material inside a warhead. Now Pingtong, another valley site with heavier security. Satellite images show a double-fence facility and a main structure dominated by a ventilation stack around 650 feet high. Recent imagery shows the building refurbished with new vents and heat dispersers. There are heat exchange units and air handling equipment visible. Plus, more construction underway next to the main structure. Analysts who reviewed the layout believe Pingtong could be linked to producing plutonium pits, the metal cores at the center of nuclear warheads. Some experts believe that the architecture resembles pit production facilities seen in other countries, including the US Los Alamos complex. These Sichuan sites are not new. They trace back to the 1960s when Mao Zedong launched the Third Front, shifting key defense industries inland to protect them from possible strikes by the United States or the Soviet Union. Thousands of workers and scientists helped build what one American nuclear scientist later described as an island nuclear empire carved into the mountains. After China's tensions with Washington and Moscow eased in the 1980s, many Third Front sites shrank or shut, and scientists often moved towards Myeongyang, a nearby hub linked to weapon research. But analysts say that slower period did not last. The pace of change across multiple nuclear locations picked up sharply around 2019, with Sichuan now showing some of the clearest signs of renewed activity. Pentagon's latest estimate says China had more than 600 nuclear warheads by the end of 2024 and could reach 1,000 by 2030. That would still be far below the US and Russian stockpiles, but the speed of growth is what alarms many analysts. Former US State Department official Matthew Sharp says the bigger problem is the lack of clear dialogue. Without it, other countries tend to plan for the worst case, reading the trend. The last remaining major nuclear arms control treaty between the United States and Russia, New START, is expiring in February 2026. US says any next framework must include China. Beijing has shown no interest, arguing its stockpile is much smaller, so it should not be locked into the same kind of limits. The result is a global system with weaker trust and more guesswork. On top of the construction, there's another charge that adds to the distrust. US officials have alleged China carried out a yield-producing nuclear explosive tests at Lopnur in Xinjiang on June 22, 2020. The claim says decoupling methods may have been used to reduce deduction signals. China has dismissed accusations of violating the test moratorium, and the strength of the evidence is still debated amongst experts. China signed the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty in 1996, but has not ratified it. That leaves room for political accusations to flare up fast, even when verification is contested. The allegation also draws attention in India, because the claimed test date came just days after the Galwan Valley clash. It feeds concern about multi-domain signaling when tensions rise. For the United States, the worry is whether a more modern and survivable arsenal could change China's choices during a crisis, especially one linked to Taiwan. A former Pentagon official says Beijing may want to feel protected from nuclear pressure by the US during a conflict. For India, the concern is a widening capability gap. Reporting and strategic analysis suggests New Delhi has focused on credibility and survivability rather than a simple numbers race, including canistrized missiles, sea-based deterrence, and exploring MIRV capability, while debates over no first use continue in the background. Even with high-quality satellite imagery, the intent is hard to prove. We can see expansion but cannot confirm warhead output just from overhead images. Some upgrades might be safety improvements, while others could support modifications for newer delivery systems, including submarine-launched missiles. While expansion is visible, secrecy is intact.